A quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. If you are experiencing symptoms of ADHD, it's best to see a professional for a diagnosis. It's time to clear out the wardrobe and make some more space. The first thing you pick up is that old blouse with holes in it. Keep it or throw it away. You keep it in case you want to wear it again. Let's talk about ADHD and hoarding. Firstly, let's clarify the distinction between hoarding and collecting. Collectors often have a special way of organizing their collections that is meaningful to them. They take pride in carefully curated items. On the other hand, hoarders tend to accumulate things with little thought to organization. The clutter can become overwhelming and chaotic. It's important to distinguish these two behaviors. If you're concerned about hoarding tendencies, there are several signs of a hoarding disorder to be aware of. People who hoard may keep or collect items with little or no monetary value, or they attach great sentimental or emotional significance to them. The thought of parting with even the simplest of possessions can cause distress and anxiety. It can be challenging for people who hoard to organize these items or decide whether to keep something or throw it away. Making decisions can be a real challenge for people with ADHD. It's very easy for clutter to accumulate because we tend to jump from task to task without completing them. And it's not just that. Tidying up can quickly become a daunting job too, as it's rather dull. We get distracted and find something else that seems more exciting than organizing our stuff. On top of this, we have to make a decision. Sorting through our belongings involves a series of decisions like, do I still use this? Where should I put it? Should I throw it away? How can I get rid of it? Could someone else use it? How do I ask them? How will I deliver it? And when will I see them next? No wonder we often just put things back where we found them. It's easier. For a person with ADHD, making many decisions can leave us feeling overwhelmed. And when we feel overwhelmed, we tend to shut down. We can feel anxious and depressed because we don't understand why we're hoarding and don't just declutter. There are multiple reasons people hoard. Here are a few. Hoarding can happen because something might be useful in the future. We can't help but imagine throwing something away and then needing it the next day. That ketchup packet you didn't use, maybe you'll need it again sometime. Imagine throwing it away and then needing it the next day. And then there's the sentimental value we attach to specific items. Maybe you keep that water bottle from that fantastic day in the park to help you remember it. Or perhaps you have an old birthday card that reminds you of someone. Our emotions can play a big role in hoarding too. Sometimes we may find ourselves mimicking the behavior of others in our home or society. If hoarding is shared and becomes a habit, we might unknowingly adopt that behavior ourselves. It's like a contagious clutter bug. But don't worry. There are ways to prevent ADHD from spiraling into hoarding and to regain some control of our spaces and lives. One helpful tip is to schedule dedicated time for decluttering. By committing to regular tidying sessions, you ensure that it will get done. It may sound simple, but it's effective. And to keep things interesting for our ADHD brains, mix it up. Change the way you declutter each time, like putting on your favorite music or inviting a friend over to set you challenges. Our minds thrive on novelty, so finding new approaches will keep things engaging. Another strategy is to ask yourself before putting something down if you can put it away somewhere or if you really need to keep it. Let's say you have a book in your hands, and before putting it down on the floor, you decide to place it on the bookshelf. As you go to the bookshelf, you realize that you already have that book, so you decide to donate it to charity. By being mindful of each item, you can prevent things from piling up. And remember, don't hesitate to ask for help. You can team up with a friend to tackle the decluttering process together, hire someone to assist you, or even seek guidance from a therapist. When hoarding starts interfering with our daily lives, causing distress and anxiety, it's time to acknowledge that it's become a real problem. Support comes in various forms, so reach out and lighten the load. By understanding the challenges that ADHD presents and implementing practical strategies, you can make peace with your space and create a more organized and enjoyable environment. So let's embrace the opportunity to declutter, uplift our spirits, and make room for the things that truly matter. If you want more tips and strategies to tackle ADHD, subscribe to our channel. We provide valuable insights and support to help you thrive.